Hey, so this next one is called silk pulling. What we're gonna do is we're gonna imagine that, I'm gonna imagine I have a silkworm kind of floating in space, just somewhere right about there. And I'm gonna really focus on that one point, just right at the end of that silkworm's tail, where the silk is gonna be, I'm gonna be pulling the silk out. So I reach over, grab the end of the tail, grab that bit of silk that is protruding, and I'm gonna pinch down and I'm gonna start pulling. Now, as I pull, it's very important that my hand doesn't wobble all over the place. So it's not moving up and down, forward and back. I'm really imagining that one point of focus, and if I'm pulling on a silk thread, it really is, I'm gonna pull as delicately as possible. So it's gonna be just a one line, direct, straight across. So obviously this movement is slow. You want to move as slow as possible. I'm going to speed it up just a little bit, but you can even slow down even more than this. So you reach your maximum, pulling the silk, and once my arm has extended as far as it can, or before that point, I'm already reaching with my left arm, with my other arm, and just as I switch, so as I grab the silk here, I let go here. It happens at the same time. And now I start to pull with this arm. And I pull, same thing. I don't want to wobble. I don't want my arm moving all over the place. It's moving straight across. And now, here comes the tricky part. So this arm is going to cross in front of my body here. So I'm not going to be able to extend as far as I did with this hand. Obviously not, because then I can't make that switch as fluid as possible. So as this comes across my body, this hand is already moving down and across, and I'm going to reach to grab again, as this one is still moving, right? And the same thing happens. So I've got this crossover. So this hand that was here moves down. It's gonna cross. It doesn't come inside of my body, outside of my body. It's not this. Okay, from the front. And now the switch happens again. Boom. So right there. As I grab here, I release here. And then again, slowly pulling. And you can see that this arm is shifting across. Once again, slow. I'm actually moving a bit too fast. It should be much slower. But for the sake of the video, and then arms stretch, boom, switch. Same thing on the other side, right? So I imagine that silkworm in space, floating, grab the silk, pull, all the way across. I'm speeding this up. Stretch hand. Switch. Again, this arm is going to move down. It's going to go in front. This one will go in front of this one to reach. This one keeps moving across. I make the switch. Switch. And so on. So that's pulling silk from the right and left.